Salutations, friends, and welcome back to yet another installment of TâCHES. What I'd like to chat about today is, in my terribly humble opinion, the most important thing that is rarely, if ever, talked about. It is more vital to your progress than any new musical production techniques, digital plugins, or pieces of analog gear, and is the fundamental reason that people struggle in the arts. What I'm talking about is, of course, the oft-forgotten mindset. Well, what is a mindset? To put it simply, it is the established set of attitudes that you hold. The mindset you have established is the biggest shaper of each and every decision you make as a human being and subsequently an artist. The mindset that you have established will either help you or hurt you, but it is ultimately always your decision to pick which. To break the issue down to its most basic form, we need to consider our world paradigm. What's a bloody paradigm, I hear you cry? Well, your paradigm is the abstract filter that sits in between you and your reality. You cannot experience the world around you free from your paradigm because the totality of your personal experience has to run through this abstract filter in order for you to perceive anything at all. Just as a camera won't take clear photos if its lens is cracked, we too will perceive life unclearly if our lens is cracked. We are individually in charge of shaping our view of reality to fit to how we wish it to be. How does this relate to being an artist, you may say? Well, the art that you create is not separate from you, for it is of you, and you are not separate from the world around you, for you are of the world around you. Therefore, if we choose to hold beliefs that create difficulty and hurt for ourselves, so too will suffer our art. If you are struggling, there is a very good chance that there is something in your paradigm that is creating in your reality this experience of struggle. But I have suffered, you may say. I have reasons for being held back. This may very well be the case, but if we are to continue to hold tight to these stories, and our difficulties are very often just stories we continue to tell ourselves, you'll miss out on plenty of chances to rewrite so many alternate happier endings. In order to continue, we must break down life into two main categories. Number one, the things over which we have control, and number two, the things that we do not. We always have the power to choose how we react and how we think. Never let anyone make you think otherwise. We have absolute power over ourselves, and that is enough. You can always choose growth and self-improvement, for they are always within your control. How others perceive us, on the other hand, or the opportunities that are presented to us in life, are not within our control, so they needn't be worries. Let's get back to music, though. How does this all affect my music? Consider, if you will, these three commonly held beliefs. Number one, my song only has 100 plays, therefore I am not a good artist. Number two, making good art is a struggle, and therefore I must struggle to make good art. Number three, only some will achieve success, and I'm probably not going to be one of them. Do you feel that they are useful? Do you feel that holding on to such beliefs will either help or hurt your creativity? Consider now these next three beliefs. Number one, it is not my duty to judge my work, it is my sole duty to create. Number two, I am my own person, and I do not need to compare myself to anyone else, ever. And number three, I do not need to strive for perfection, for the best that I can do is good enough. Would you agree that these three are far more beneficial to supporting you on your journey of self-discovery as an artist? We must be brutally honest with ourselves as human beings and stare into the darkest parts of our souls if we are to ever truly progress. Try to notice how you view yourself and the world around you, and have a deep think about if there are parts of your paradigm that may be holding you back. We must always be able to admit to ourselves that we can be the enemy. Only then can we truly forgive ourselves and begin to grow from the ashes. Happy Friday, dear friends, and happy creating always, with love from Tash.